Hello and welcome to Bricks and Bits episode number 51. We are joined by BFAB, the dancer.
What's going on, guys?
He's the Lego guy. Anyway, we don't have any sponsors this week, so BFAB is our one and only guest. He has sponsored the show before, so technically kind of sort of sponsoring this week's show. You can check him out, links in the description below. But we also have Brick Attack.
He paid us like $100 to get on. So
He did not, just to be clear.
He's sponsoring. He took a lot of crying, guys. Come on,
Sponsoring us with his voice and time and just overall beauty as a person.
There you go.
I'm not sure about the beauty part. I look like baby Voldemort, so.
Oh, don't say that. I think you're a very handsome man. I mean, the picture here, very handsome. In real life, you're very.
He used a lot of Photoshop, just to get a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried.
Oh, my goodness. So this week's
You're always
show
so
is gonna
hard
be
on
off the
yourself,
rails.
BFAB. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can
It's
already
gonna
tell.
be crazy.
Let's just start over.
Yeah. This BFAB. Okay, I guess we'll just start. BFAB is the Mr. Gold man. For Mr. Gold man.
Yeah.
He's found 3 though. So Justin and BFAB are the only people with experience of trying to find Mr. Gold because I didn't try to find one, and I don't think Greg was really back into Lego at that point.
No.
So BFAB, I guess we'll let you just start from the top on your Mr. Gold story.
Okay. This is a story about how I found 3 Mr. Golds. So when the whole Mr. Gold craze, started, I remember seeing like Just Do Good's video, and he had found one. I'm like, I need to find one. So that was my goal.
Oh, was it?
So I ended up going
But
to.
one wasn't enough. Greed.
So I ended up going to like a bunch of stores. Like every day, my parents would take me to like 7 or 8 stores.
Damn.
And so there was a lot of like dedication put into it because my parents are like, he wants to find something, we're gonna let him find it. I found was number 4,592. I found that at Legoland Discovery Center in Schaumburg, Illinois. I remember I was just feeling through some packs. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna find it because Legoland Discovery Center, they have this gigantic table, or they used to, full of just minifig packs. There's probably at least 10,000 of packs there. Going through all these packs, like I'm not gonna find it, and I got about halfway, and I'm like, feel a hat, and I gave the packet to my little brother. I'm like, hey, feel this. He's like, you found a Mr. Gold. Amazing. So my dad was at Whole Foods, and at that time I had no money, but I didn't expect to find anything, and I'm a broke, like 13-year-old, 14-year-old, I don't know what I was. I think it was 13.
Right.
I was like pacing around the whole Legoland, and at that time I didn't have a cell phone either. So I had to wait for my dad to get back from Whole Foods, and I'm like, dude, I found a Mr. Gold. And he's like, really? Gave me the money, bought the first Mr. Gold. It was great. Here, I had went to Chase Bank with my mother, and there's a Walmart right next to it. Well, might as well look for minifigs there. Now, usually the Walmarts don't have minifigs, or at least, because I used to live in Illinois.
They're very spotty everywhere, I feel like.
Yeah, the thing is, like, for me, it's like, back in the day, like, you'd go to Walmart, you wouldn't really find the minifig packs unless they were like a super Walmart, and this Walmart wasn't a super Walmart. Walmart is located in Palatine, Illinois. That one, we had just decided it was like 8 in the morning. My mother was at the bank. I'm like, let me go and see if we can find some packs. So we look, and there's like a little end display. My little brother and I are feeling through these packs. We didn't think we were going to find another one. Number 4,585.
Wait, how close was that to the first one?
Holy crud.
4,000.
Number 4,592.
And the other one was 985?
Sorry?
What were the 2 numbers? They sounded kind of close.
So it's 4,592,
Right.
and then it was 4,585.
That is
Holy
shockingly
crud.
close.
So it's maybe like they have regional areas or something, regional distribution, and maybe that's how they were so close. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. So it was kind of crazy. Didn't expect to find it. We get like an end cap, or what? Oh my gosh, I can't speak. It's like an end cap, and I got like halfway through the end cap, and then we found another Mr. Gold. Bought it, ran out Walmart. Like freaking out that we had found another Mr. Gold. And then the last time, I say it was about 2 months later, Discovery Center again, because they always would refill their Series 10 minifigs, and a third one. But I had seen like Brick Show's video. I'm pretty sure I saw Brick Show's video, and there was a guy that found 2. So I'm like, I'm gonna find 3. That was the goal. I'm like, let's kind of outdo him. And so we were going through all the packs, and I got to the last 3 packs or whatever, and I ended up finding another Mr. Gold, and that was number 3,410. That was the last Mr. Gold I found. I mean, I tried to find more, but I never found any more after that.
What'd you do?
I do
with
have
them?
a video linked.
Wait, Justin, do you actually not know what he did with them?
Didn't you sell them or something?
It's a
He
sad,
did, yeah.
sad.
So this is the
Yeah.
really
It's where it
really
goes
sad
south.
part.
I remember that. Yeah. Okay. I was just making clear.
BFAB
Okay,
could be a
you're gonna explain it,
multi-millionaire right now.
though.
So I do have a video about it if people want to see proof, because every day you don't really have somebody telling you they found 3 Mr. Golds, right? I don't really expect you to believe me without seeing proof. So that being said, I do have a video on it. I ended up selling the first one for, well, here's why I sold it. Let's kind of give it on the conversation on why I sold it. So Brick Show made a video. I ended up sending Jason the photo of the 3 Mr. Golds. Jason, look, I found 3 Mr. Golds. And he's like, he didn't respond to me. He made a video the next day saying why, you should sell your Mr. Golds, or should you sell your Mr. Golds or something like that. And so I ended up selling the first one because I'm like, okay, I trust the Brick Show. They're smart. I told my parents that. They're like, no, don't sell it. It'll be worth more in years. I'm like, no, you guys are stupid. You guys don't know anything.
Brick Show told me what to do. Yeah.
I listened to Brick Show because I literally Jason was one of my idols. So I'm like, okay, I got to listen to him. So I ended up selling the first one. I think a year later, I was 14. I sold the first one for $300. Now I sold it for that low because it was registered. All the Mr. Golds I have are registered. Or had. Why am I saying have? There's no way I can get the 600, which they're going for right now. So I sold it for 300. Somebody bought it. I was happy. I think I was 14. I'm like, yeah, 14 with $300 was the world's greatest thing ever. I'm like, $3 I spent, and now I have $300. You know what? I want more money because the taste of $300 was great for me. So I'm like, let me get some more money. So I ended up selling the second one. I sold, number 4,585 was the one I sold next, and I sold that one for 420, 450, something around that. And I was happy with that. I was balling with some cash. I'm like, yeah, I'm rich. And then I had the last one. The last one I ended up selling back in 2016 for $850, and I could have gotten more. I believe at that time they were going for around $1,500 to $2,000, but that one does not have its certificate. Now, the reason that one doesn't have its certificate, and this is a true story, when I was a little kid, because this was the first Mr. Gold, number 4,592, I'd carry the certificate around in my pants. When your parents wash your pants, well, it gets destroyed. So I could probably find it now, somewhere in storage in one of my old pants, but it's all crinkled up and stuff. So I didn't have that certificate. So I'm like, nobody will believe me, but I can show them proof that it's real, and they'll buy it. So some lady messaged me, and she's like, hey, I want to buy this Mr. Gold for my kid. He's a 6-year-old kid. It'll be his Christmas gift. I'm like, oh wow, this is great. Some little 6-year-old kid's gonna have fun with the Mr. Gold. So I ended up selling that one. And that's kind of the story about the whole Mr. Gold things. That being said, back in 2018, another Mr. Gold. Now I paid about $500 for it, and you guys might go, well, that's really cheap. It might be fake. Now, this is how it's real. One, there is a lot of damage on the back and the arms. The seller replaced the chrome on the arm, and so I thought he had lied to me. So I looked at the minifig. I'm like, I think I got scammed. So I took my flashlight on my phone and I shined it inside the hat. And I see there was a number 6. So I'm like, this is clearly not Lego, because inside the top hat is supposed to be the Lego logo.
Right.
So I'm like, this is clearly fake. So I messaged the guy, I said, dude, you're a scammer. I got kind of pissed off about it. And he's like, dude, I'm not scamming you. So he sends me a photo of his Mr. Gold with his certificate right next to it. And he shows me inside his hat had a number 5. Maybe mine had a 5 and his had a 6. I don't remember. But so I'm like, oh, it's real. And then also recently I talked to Kevin Hinkle, and I'm like, hey, what's up with this, right? Why is there a 5 and a 6 in the hats? And he's like, it's where they were chromed, the factories they were chromed at. So that's how you know if you have a real Mr. Gold without a certificate, because there's a lot of fake ones these days, and you really can't tell the difference. So.
You check yours, Justin?
Yeah. I did not check mine. I don't need to check mine because I got that from Target. So unless somebody
pulled it out of the bag yourself.
Yeah.
Greg, do you have any inclination to get a Mr. Gold at some point?
Oh, I have one. I have.
Oh, that's right.
I
Yeah.
paid $1.99 on AliExpress, and I'm looking at them right now.
I love
What a-
that,
what a
Mr. Fool's
legendary
Gold.
You know the crazy thing is, like, especially on eBay, like you see how many people fall for the fake Mr. Golds. Like I'll see listings all the time where they're like,
I don't even know if it's
Mr. Gold $1,000, and it's fake because the color's
Oh,
off, and
I
you
see
think
what you
people would know that. Like you look at it and you're like, this is clearly fake. And I've seen so many sold listings of fake Mr. Golds, and I'm like, I've argued with like sellers in the past. Like I'll message them, I'll be like, dude, stop scamming people. And sometimes they generally don't know, so they'll take it down, right?
Oh,
But
really?
then there's other people like, no, it's real. And I'm like, dude, this is clearly not even the right color because Mr. Gold is not actually gold. It's kind of like a goldish silverish color.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true.
So
I think
That's how you
mine might
know
be
it's
fake.
fake.
what was that, Greg?
I think mine might be fake. I'm looking at it, and he looks very gold.
Do I need to open my gold C3PO and see if he's actually gold or silver gold?
I think you should.
I don't want to open that.
Oh, by the way, BFAB, can you send that picture of your 3 Mr. Golds or whatever, the one that you took, if you still have it? Or I saw it in your thumbnail, basically, that picture.
Here, let me send it via my phone. Let's see. Where do you want me to send it to?
Twitter, Discord, whatever. Because
Discord, okay.
yeah, I'll need it for the thumbnail.
You
But
need to-
anyways,
you need to Photoshop your fourth one in. Get the whole family together.
Well, just so you know, the photo that I do have as the thumbnail, that one is missing the certificate because I took the photo after.
Mhm.
But there is video proof of all 3 of them. If you look closely, you can see the numbers that they're all
Mhm.
different. So.
Right.
I think what I like about your story is the dedication behind it. The fact that you were going to stores every day and going on the hunt. It's not like you just lucked upon this. This is something that you worked for, and that's kind of a cool feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed when I found 1, and then when I ended up finding 3, I'm like, this is amazing. Like that's why I started YouTube, because I remember I would comment on people's videos, like I found 3 Mr. Golds, and now back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember, everybody's like, I found 10 Mr. Golds, I found 100.
yeah, there's
Mr.
a lot
Golds.
of fakers out there, you know.
And so you're like, wait, you found 100 Mr. Golds? I'm like, if you show proof, I'll believe you, right? And so I remember commenting that on like Brick Show's video, I found 3, and I had so many people telling me, you know, certain things, what to do to myself, and that I'm a liar. So that's when I'm like, I'm going
Jesus.
to make a video on it, and that's what I did.
Like, your community's rough.
They are brutal. If they don't like your opinion, yeah, you're kind
That's
of.
it.
Especially those Star Wars guys. I hear they kill Greg when he messes up names.
Oh. They are the most brutal people. Those in the Harry Potter people are very passionate. BFAB, I was wondering though, how many packs do you think you felt in your quest for 3 Mr. Golds?
At least 100,000.
Whoa, 100,000? Do you know how many
Easily, because like the
100,000
Lego
is?
one. Yes, because the
That's-
Legoland tables, they at least had 10,000 each, and I went to like 7-8 stores a day, like, and I did this for about a month or 2. So.
Wait, you think you think there were 10,000 on a table?
Yeah. They used to have this gigantic table. I don't know how to describe it. It was a huge table, and they
That's
had it filled with
166 boxes.
packs. I believe that.
I-
Maybe I'm okay. Let's say 50,000.
I'd have to see a picture of it. I can't even fathom what 50,000 packs sprawled
You know,
out on a
honestly,
table
at
looks like.
first it sounded like a lot, but you said that was how many boxes?
166.
That makes sense, because when I was looking for it, and I would go to like every Toys R Us in the area, every Target in the area, every Walmart, I would do at least like 100 boxes a day, you know?
That's
Or,
incredible.
okay, not 100, I mean 50 boxes, sorry.
Still
Man,
incredible.
I wish I was into it back then. I wish I cared about minifigs, like CMFs. That would have been so much fun.
Just gotta wait for the Mr. Silver. When that comes out, you
No,
will see me go
it's-
into different states
I
for
am
that.
standing firm on Mrs. Gold because they can't leave out the female representation.
I'm telling you, neither that's ever gonna happen.
I don't-
I mean, I'll eat, if it happens, you know, what should I do? I don't know, but like
Face
I don't
reveal.
think they'll ever do something. Oh, no, I
Mrs.
don't
Gold,
like that
face
one.
reveal.
Oh yeah, but no, I don't
Too
think
good
it's
at
ever
trying to
gonna
crush our
happen.
dreams.
How many of the Mr. Golds haven't been registered yet? I'm just wondering, like, if you went onto eBay and you bought a Series 10 or whatever it is, could you possibly still get one?
Oh, I mean, we don't know because they took down the website.
Mm-hmm.
Because they used to have a little place where you could register them, and at
That's
this
the
point,
thing.
we don't know.
I see eBay listings of unregistered, but like, is there any way to check? Because yeah, they took down the website. Because I
Yeah.
was actually like a year later, I went to go register mine because I was like, oh, I never did this, and the website was gone. So I was like, oh, okay.
That was fast.
So
I
yeah.
I wish they still had it up. Like, I could make like a proof that I found 3 Mr. Golds like part 2 video, because like you have to register them under different emails. You can't use the same one. So if you found You know,
Well, that's
3,
dumb.
you have to use different emails. So
And you know,
Go ahead. Sorry.
oh, I was gonna say you should make a quest to find the paper that was in the washer. Like honestly, you should find that. Like that will be that. What would happen if you just sold the paper alone? Like that could
Put it
still
on
be
eBay
worth
and
it.
see what it goes for. That would just
it's
be
in a
interesting.
it's in really bad condition. So
I know, but
like,
still,
that's
I wonder how much it would go for.
Exactly.
You know, put it up to like an auction.
yeah.
Sure, you
Start
never
at
know.
99 cents and go up from there. See
Yeah.
where it goes.
somebody buys like this wrinkled up paper where you can just know that it's a certificate.
Dude,
you
I'm
know?
telling someone out there will buy it. There is a
Legit.
buyer for everything.
I would have to go to Illinois and go to the storage unit, but hey, I'm down.
Yeah,
Do
Greg.
it.
I'll do
Greg
that
bought a
eventually.
car at a garage sale. Kinda. There's
That was just the
literally
title.
I know. I clicked on it and I'm watching it. I'm like, I got clickbaited.
Not necessarily.
Well, I
I'm
was
looking on
like-
eBay here at Series 10, and you can get a box for $830.
Holy crap!
This is some clickbait though. It's Lego Collectible Minifigures Series 10 sealed box, case of 60 Mr. Gold? Question mark.
I'm sure that case has been meticulously weighed and they know the exact weight of a case with and without Mr. Gold, and that one does not have Mr. Gold.
There's
never
one for
thought
$2
about that
grand
before.
on here.
I think that's just a way to get more money because like $800. I mean, it's crazy,
Well,
but you know, people like I
No,
might have a
it's
chance.
just the value for a sealed case of Series 10 because there is a chance that there's a Mr. Gold in there because if it's sealed, no one's been through it to have possibly taken out the Mr. Gold. That's the deal. That's why they're so expensive, BFAB. It's not a
Makes sense.
putting
They're
it in
selling for that. Someone last one sold was April 12th for $889.
I know that's the point because there's a chance that you have a $3,000 minifigure in there.
The chance of that is so low, though. It's
Well-
like,
Oh, it's such a
not worth
bad
it.
bet, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I would love to buy one. It would be kind of funny to be like, is there, you know, like,
if
That's
you
what-
actually scored one out of there, it would be like the greatest story of all time.
That's Evan Tube used to do that. He'd buy like thousands of them, and then like finally impart like 100 of his series of opening boxes, he found Mr. Gold. So that was epic. But yeah.
It's so great to find it in like 2019 would be like the coolest part of it.
Oh yeah, there's probably out there in storages of like, let's say Target, they forgot to leave have a box there, and there's a Mr. Gold sitting in there in their storage room or whatnot. So we'll never know, you know.
Be cool. My next video would be like, I found 5 Mr. Golds in storage. No, I'm just kidding.
I wonder what percentage of boxes contain a Mr. Gold. That's what would really determine the value of a Series 10 box. Like, all the other figures are probably worth a pretty standard average value of like $4 a figure, right? But the big kicker is one of them's going to be Mr. Gold. And if 1 in 5 boxes has a Mr. Gold, then
No,
that's what I'm saying. Is these boxes probably aren't worth $800, but
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah,
probably
I mean, if you went through that many to get 3 of them,
I feel like it's like maybe like 1 in 50 or 1 in 100 to be honest.
I would not even say that much. I'd say like 1 in like 1,000.
how many boxes
Think
do you
about it.
think were made?
Well, there's 5,000 Mr. Golds,
Right.
and if let's say I would walk into Toys R Us and see like 3 boxes every week, 3 new boxes. How many Toys R Us's were there in the U.S. at that point? So multiply by that, and each
Okay,
week.
all
and
right,
it's
let's
like,
do this. Number of targets in 2017. There's like, we'll just do round numbers. 2,000 targets. Number of Walmarts. So that's at least 2,000 boxes, but each target probably, let's say, gets 10
Target
boxes.
would get a stock of like 2,
Well,
like every
2
month, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, they start with 2, but let's call it 10,000 boxes just at Target, and that's a pretty low number. There's like 6,000 Walmarts. Let's say each Walmart gets 2 boxes, and that's another 12,000.
Walgreens had it too.
Up to 25.
Fire had it.
They probably
Yeah.
made at least 100,000 boxes of.
At the very least, I could see.
So at the very least, the best chance of a Mr. Gold is like 1 in 20 boxes. Damn.
I got very lucky.
So is it worth spending $800 on one and a 1 in 20 chance to get one?
If the video would make its money back, yeah. Whether or not I get the Mr. Gold, yes, it would be worth it. But that obviously is.
Then you got to buy it
know.
now.
Should I buy
Do it.
830 bucks? I can do an offer. I could lowball him.
Do it.
That would be a very fun thing to do, though. I'm not.
Oh
like,
yeah, I'd watch that video.
I'd be on
What's
the edge
gonna
of my
happen,
seat the whole
Ryan?
video.
I
You're gonna
watched
get like a
something
bunch
similar
of
to this.
motorcycle mechanics.
Yeah,
I watched
that's
the dude that he was looking for Michael Jordan's rookie
Yeah,
car.
on
Did
Reddit.
you see that one?
Yeah, I was thinking it's like the same thing.
And he opens it up and he spits on it. and like he's all excited and he
Yeah.
accidentally, like he's like freaking out and he spits on the card.
What the heck? How much is that card worth?
It's worth a good bit. I don't know what it goes
I
for,
want to
but
say it was worth
he-
like 20,000 or something. Like it was worth a lot of money.
what? Yeah, it was like
Wow.
1984, like Fleer or something like that. He was buying like unopened packs of basketball cards.
Yeah.
and
Wow.
ended up finding a Michael Jordan rookie card in there. So he's doing exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, this
just
is
a
a
sports card.
dude. This is a sham. Yo, okay, so I'm sorry, I totally cut you off, but I'm looking at this eBay listing for the sealed box of Series 10 minifigures, the one that's $830 or best offer.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the images the seller has so graciously provided. We'll start with the first image. It's just the stock image. The second image is a picture of the box from above. Looks a little dirty on the top, right? Or is that normal?
I don't know. Just send a link.
Oh, you don't. Okay, you're not looking. Okay, yeah, here. Sorry, I thought we all had the. I know Greg was looking at the eBay listing, so I assume you guys were too. Okay, there's the listing. But as we look at the third image, you're gonna see something very peculiar. The top side of the tape looks perfectly flat and normal. The bottom side of the tape, however,
Oh, yeah.
very
What's
clearly was pulled off and put back. Sealed my ASS. Yeah,
Hey, you can't trust
that is
people on
a
eBay.
complete sham and a scam, and that is just sealed box case. That's just garbage.
He writes
Call
something
this
down here in
person
the
out, like,
description
put
too.
his eBay thing on here.
Oh yeah.
This,
Oh, the description does get good.
This says it's believed that there's one Mr. Gold per case, meaning that 5,000 cases received one extra figure for a total of 61 figures. So you could weigh them then, technically, right? If there's one extra, I don't know.
I mean, that's
how
not
much,
a that's not a true fact though. That's fake.
is he just
Yeah, I don't
making
think
all
that's
this
a
up?
true
I would
fact,
think
yeah.
there would just be a random figure replaced with Mr. Gold. I wouldn't think they put 61 in one.
He's got a lot of numbers in here. 40,000 cases were produced.
There's no way.
You have a 12.5% chance of finding Mr. Gold.
No.
How's that add up, BFAB? In all your searching, did you have a 12.5% chance of finding one?
Per case, not per figure you feel.
Yeah, but how many cases did he go through?
Yeah.
Well, isn't case a... Oh, well, he says a case is a box. I don't even know. Because usually cases are a set of boxes. So you would have 10 boxes per case. But, like, this guy's saying the case is the box. I don't even...
Yeah, boxes. 40,000 there. It was way more than that. There's no way. That would be a Kevin Hinkle question, actually. I'm sure he knows exactly how many cases were produced. We might have asked him before and I've just forgotten, but that's a garbage listing. Just leave it at that. Here's one for 2,000. Let's take a look at this one. Ooh, baby. I wonder if this one's been tampered with.
How much is a Mr. Gold going for, out of curiosity? What do they sell for?
3,000?
About $2 to $3 grand right now.
Okay.
I think the dirty look on these is normal. This one doesn't look tampered with, I don't think. The tape looks like it hasn't been pulled off, which is good.
I mean, if you're
That's-
paying
price.
3,000 for it, it almost needs to have one in there then.
Yes, that's my point. That was my point of why are the boxes so expensive if the chance is so much lower than the perceived chance, I guess. I don't think the box should be worth $800. I don't know. Weird stuff. I wouldn't recommend you buy one unless you're filthy rich. And if you are filthy rich, send me one too while you're at it.
Plus, you're Ryan, guys. Come on, Ryan's balling. He has a Lambo outside.
Oh, I got my
right now.
mom's credit card, apparently. That's what I hear. That's what some of
Let's
those
ask this.
internet
BFAB
trolls tell me. Sorry.
BFAB and Justin, you guys both got Mr. Golds. Did your life improve after you got it? Did you feel better about yourself? Did anything come of this massive hunt and the success from it?
Well, I mean, for me, I was a lot younger, but, like, that was so cool because it was, like, the hard to get off. I'm searching for the same thing. And you could, if you ever rewatch that video, it's pretty embarrassing, but
Oh, yeah.
I am so ecstatic in that video and just happy, and it was just a crazy time. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. It's
I
authentic.
liked it. Yeah.
I still
I
wish.
think my life changed. I just had a lot of bragging rights and stuff. So, I'm like, I found 3 Mr. Golds. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
It became your claim to fame.
Hey, girl, want to come
That's why I
see
started
my 3
YouTube in the
Mr.
first
Golds?
place. Yeah.
You use that line? That's a good one. I bet that would have worked in high school for you, too. You missed out. 3 Mr. Gold, man. You could have had a Mr. Gold shirt, too. Oh, my God. You could have really played that up. So that's Mr. Gold. Greg, did your life change when you got Mr. Fool's Gold?
It didn't at all. No.
Your wife didn't try to like divorce and take half of the gold?
I mean, I paid $1.99 for it, straight from China, no sales tax, no shipping, and was pretty happy with
Wait, how
what I
much
got.
did you pay for it?
$1.99.
How do they make money on that?
That's a good question.
It
Like,
had to cost more to ship.
if I shipped it to you, it would cost me more money than that.
Yeah.
And they literally sell it. I mean, it was $1.99.
That is unfathomable to me, but
China.
It made for a funny video, though.
Yeah, exactly,
That's the
China.
reason I did it.
No, exactly. I don't blame you for buying it, but that is weird. We'll get back to BFAB. We'll do another one of your stories later, your main stories, but I want to kind of skip around so we don't have to go 40 minutes of BFAB stories just to give the viewers some different stuff. I wanted to know if I've told the Lego Teen story.
What is that?
No.
Lego Teen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Never heard of the guy. I've never spoken of him.
Nope.
I've
know Lego Boy 1 2 3.
Yeah, I've definitely told it to some people before. So let me see if his YouTube channel is back alive or whatever. I don't know if I could still access it, but Lego Teen was basically Lego Boy, but a teenager. And he was around, back in the good old days of Lego YouTubing, back when, I was, I don't know, first few years. Here, let me drop this link for you. This is his channel. I don't know if you can view his videos in America. I remember that was a problem with some of the videos. Apparently now. Let me just click on one. Oh, this one's viewable. Okay, so, yeah. So, I mean, as you can see, I'm boxed on his channel. I was friends with him. But, yeah, we were friends back in the day. And, we'd talk on Skype and stuff. I guess it was 7-8 years ago, 2012. And, yeah, really good friends, too. He had a huge clone army, by the way. He got a ton of battle packs. But the kid, so good friends, right? Like, we talk all the time, kind of like how we talk all the time, right? And so Brickfair, Virginia 2012 rolls around, and
I think I know this story now.
I thought I've told it before, but I'll finish it up anyway. Brickfair, Virginia 2012 rolls around, and he decides he's going to come to this convention and meet us or whatever. So he comes to the convention, and I meet him, right? Like a normal guy, nice guy, whatever, same age as us. And we hang out for the whole convention and everything. Then the convention ends. Everyone goes home. We're like, oh yeah, I'll see you on YouTube or whatever. Never another word. Never another video. He might be dead. I'm not sure. If anyone knows who Lego Teen is or his whereabouts, please contact me. I want closure. but yeah, I thought about that yesterday, and I was like, I don't know if I've told that on the podcast before or not.
So that was the last time you ever saw him.
That's the last time I ever saw him, talked to him.
Do you have his
heard
name?
from him. I have his name, yeah.
His full name?
Deon, Deon. Weird name.
Do you have his last name? I mean, don't say it here. But...
I don't know his last name. I had his phone number too. Never texted back. And the weirdest thing ever. Just literally ghosted everybody, or he died. I'm not sure which. So
I could go on a comprehensive search.
I'll just say he died to make this podcast more interesting.
He did.
So
that's terrible.
Please. Hey, it's for entertainment.
Everyone that's watching this, leave your predictions in the comments as to what happened to Lego Teen.
It's been 7 years. We'll never know.
Now he's a Lego
Did you
adult,
look up
hopefully.
the username Lego Adult 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8?
Oh, you're right. I might have missed the
Because
transition.
he's probably now grown up and he's Lego Adult now.
Huh. Yeah, I obviously probably not, but it's the weirdest thing. It's no longer the weird. Honestly, it used to be the weird. Until 2 weeks ago, this was the weirdest thing I think that had happened in my
Oh no, the hype's happening
realm
again.
of the Lego community. It might happen next
you're
week,
just
by the
hyping
way.
up the other thing.
Might
Dang
happen
it.
next week. I just connected it.
I was hoping that you found him.
No, this is one of the weirdest things to me, though. This person literally just disappeared off the face of the earth with no,
If you search his phone number up, you could probably find him.
I've tried. I don't know if I still have it. I had it as recently as 2 years ago, but with my new phone.
If you want me to
I'm
find
not.
him, send me that phone number. I could look it up later.
I don't think it's... I think if he wanted to be found, he would have tried to, within the last 7 years.
That's deep.
I feel
Hope he didn't disappear.
Maybe he just decided it wasn't for him after the convention. But it's just so weird because his channel, at the time, 1,700 subs now.
Did you hang out a lot with him?
Yeah, we all talked on me and another guy named Pat and Nico from XX Misery.
None of them heard from him.
No, we all talked very consistently on Skype though back in the day. So it was weird, but that's the.
I always find it interesting when channels die and how they die. It's like a lot of people never leave with like a thing saying, "Hey, I think I'm done making videos. I appreciate everyone that's watched."
Right.
It's just like weekly update number 6, and then you disappear. And then there's that occasion where these people come back like a couple years later and they're like, "I'm back and I'm making videos again," and then they make that video and then they never show up again.
That's
I
the
always like to
funniest
see
one.
that too.
I think
that's a classic.
Sean did that, Legos fan. But okay, so interestingly enough, like it's weird. Like he had goals for the future. It's so sad. He said, like in his channel description, like he's quit making videos in August of 2012. That was the last time I heard or saw him, right? But on his channel description, it says his Clone Army's coming out January 1st, 2013. So he obviously had plans for the future that were never realized. I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. And I don't know what to think about it. It still scares me. Maybe one day he'll just show back up at Brick Fair and be like, "Hey, it's me." I'll be like, "Oh, hey."
A part of me hopes that he's listening to this and he's just kind of lurking and he's like, "You know what? Now's the time."
He's been lurking. He's been lurking for 7 years.
Yeah.
Just gathering all the information he can to make a better channel.
If he makes another video next week, it'd be like the greatest thing that's ever happened.
I would be.
If you're listening, Dion, you know.
It's day on, all right?
Yeah,
We
you
need to
could be on
remember
the
him
show next
correctly.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, if you are listening to this, we will have you on the show. I want to know. I just want to know. He's not listening. We're talking to a wall. All right, we can move on from Lego Team. Do we want to talk about the Lunar Lander? We didn't link it, but
Oh yeah.
I know we
sorry,
briefly
I should've-
touched on it last week, and I'm sure we can get
Did
in.
we?
Oh, I don't know. We can get an abridged is Brickatech buying on the Lunar Lander. Oh, and this will be a great segue into our topic following the Lunar Lander. So we'll talk about the Lunar
That's not what I
Lander.
did there. Yeah.
It's what?
That's not what I did there. That's why I put it right before that. I was like,
Okay, I see what you did now.
So Justin, you already built it. What's your thoughts after actually having experience?
I really love it. I think it's a great representation of an iconic vehicle, as we would say. My only problems are that the ascent and descent, basically the bottom and top of the vehicle, those two sections, when you disconnect them, which they're meant to be disconnected sometimes, like in play and whatnot, it's a little bit rough. And also, the minifigures do not have new face prints. They just have generic Lego City faces, which I think is kind of disrespectful. But then again, it could be a rights issue that they couldn't get the rights to use Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin.
I thought they were going to be those characters. I'm very surprised they aren't then.
Yeah, that's why I think because people were saying Neil Armstrong's a very private person, so that could be why they didn't put the face there.
That's a shame. That's a real shame. It
Yeah.
would have been awesome to have the actual characters, but
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, actual people. They're not characters. They're real people. You know,
Exactly,
or they
yeah.
were.
No, I'm sure some customs company, if any particular one wants to sponsor this show to talk about how they're going to make these particular faces,
Email.
we'll
yeah.
make these faces, and maybe we could talk about them on a future show if they do make them and sponsor us to talk about it.
I mean,
But yeah, I definitely an opportunity there for somebody. I'll take 5% for the idea though. Anyway,
one last thing I
Yeah.
wanted to say was that the gold they use for the foil is actually like it's not pearl gold. It's like a metallic gold, sort of, not like Mr. Gold, but more like
is it a new?
I don't know if you guys. What was that?
Is it a new gold?
No. Did you guys have the town plan set or?
Nah, like the brick from that.
Yeah,
set?
that brick from there, and like from the gold heist and Lego Agents and Lego Space Police.
Yeah, I missed out on all
Yeah.
that.
All of those have a really nice gold to it, and they use that in this set, and it makes me happy. Oh, the carousel. I think the D2C carousel has like, it's been used in other sets. It's like a dish that has gold on it. Have you ever
Right.
seen that gold dish? It's that gold. That it's a really nice gold, and I like that they use that here, and they use it with 1x1s. They use it with 1x2s, and these corner pieces. Very useful piece pack if you're just not a fan of the build.
Yeah,
So yeah.
It's a great set, though. I mean, I guess with the whole face thing, at least on display, you would expect them to have their helmets on. So I guess
that's true.
But it looks great. For me, this is one that I think would be fantastic for when Lego's doing an awesome promo where you have to spend $100 or something like that, which I guess now they're secretive about such things. So we'll see.
Well,
Was there a
actually,
promo with it though, or no?
Well, they just announced that. Well, there is a promo. I think there's a patch coming or something. You get a patch with this.
Yeah.
of the Apollo 11, and also
Like I'm playing
they
Little
announced-
League, put it on the side of my shirt, patch.
There you go.
Like,
They announced
who
like
wants
2
a
days
patch?
ago that the rocket ride, that Lego Idea set, is going to be a promo with orders of $100 or more starting June 5th.
Perfect.
There you go. That's what you're probably going to buy it with.
But I can't
Exactly.
wait till June 5th.
Dude, that is a good promo. I watched your video on that. I love
Oh,
that
thank
set.
you. Yeah,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
super cute. I love it.
Those two together for $100, that's a done deal.
Very
I feel like
spacey.
Lego really
like,
upped their
you know?
game.
Yeah.
I mean, other than like the Diagon Alley, I feel like that's probably the best promo we've like got in a while.
I love it when their promos are like little $20 sets or whatever that they throw in with a $75 or $100 purchase. That's what I come to Lego for.
Yeah, that I agree. I love that little rocket ride, and I think they planned this out because the contest it was from was called Moments in Space, and they said we're trying to find a direct-to-consumer promo for 2019 that is space related, and it was held on Lego Ideas, and that's the one that won. So I think they were like, okay, we're releasing this Apollo 11 set in a year. We need to find a space related promo, and it all worked out. So,
Yeah, I think it's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Oh yeah, for sure. And also, this is an interesting thing. I think Ryan will get a kick out of this, but
Yeah.
there's a controversy going on with the Rocket Ride promo. I don't know if
Did
you guys
someone
have
say
heard.
controversy? It's
I know
probably
exactly
me.
right. So
What is it?
people are alleging that it was stolen. The design was stolen, for when it was
Gasp.
submitted to a contest. Did you hear this?
No, do we have like
I have a
proof?
link. Yeah, I just found out about this. This was reported back in February by the Brick Fan. But let me see. Rocket
Where's this
Ride.
going? Where's the link gonna
I'm
be?
trying to find it. Please, I had a link to it.
I see an M&R Productions video incoming here.
Yeah. This can't
Yeah.
happen.
All right, give me like a minute
Okay,
at
no
most. I gotta
worries.
go back a bit.
I might go get this on release day, or I might wait for June 5th. Like Greg is gonna do like a responsible adult, but I'm not there yet. So I might go on release day.
You like this set, Ryan?
I like it. Yeah, I like a lot of the Lego sets. And with NASA so close, I'm not sure if I should go on release day though. They might have a conflict with Disney.
Ooh, still bitter.
Competing brands. I'm half serious because now like they just might
After
come up with
that
some
happened.
BS excuse to not sell
Now
it.
you're nervous every time you go.
I am. I'm gonna be like, I gotta call. Now I have to call ahead because if I don't call ahead and I get there and it's not for sale, then it's my fault. So
Yeah.
now that it's happened once, I have to. But
You're gonna be like the only person that ever calls ahead.
the other problem with calling ahead though is I want to get there right when they open. So are they gonna answer the phone at 8:30 in the morning? Like it's
No.
it's a double-edged sword, I guess. I don't know. You can't win. That's the point.
Also, I was gonna say that. Well, first off, BFAB, what are you gonna get the set?
BFAB buys everything.
That is true.
I say eventually. I don't. It's not something that like I look at it and go, "Wow, this is amazing. I want it right now." It's cool, but it's not something that I'm going to buy the first day it's out.
I mean, what
I
else
can
are you gonna put on your floor?
I literally have no space. It's always great to try to get out the door, like because I'm a broken
Wait,
leg and I'm
time
hopping
out.
around.
Yeah,
so
for people
it's
that
great.
don't know, BFAB doesn't buy shelves. He just puts all his Lego sets on the floor.
But it's not like a hoard like you'd expect. It's a very organized system that he has, and it looks really awesome because he has these wood floors, and it's just like this sea of. It's like a giant Lego city almost. Only there's
Thank you,
no
Greg.
like.
I appreciate that you agree that it looks cool because I have so
Yeah.
many comments saying like you're this, you're that because you have your Legos on the floor. I get some great comments for
Yeah.
that. So.
I came up with a new motto too, and anyone can use this. It's that you don't have too much stuff. You just don't have enough space. That's
a
really
good
what
one.
everything comes down to. If you have a
That's
bigger
deep,
space, you
yeah.
can have more stuff.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I linked the controversy.
Okay.
Okay.
On the dock.
Doc.
There it is. Yeah. Thank you very much.
This could be the biggest controversy to hit the Lego community.
Yeah, we might outdo the thing that hasn't even
Oh, no, it's
happened
not
yet.
that big.
Come on, paste my link. Oh wait. Oops. Okay, there we go. And see. Bam.
So I'll give a rundown. Basically, there was this Lego store brand manager set. Which you guys always know they have these great like exclusive minifigures for that, like Zach the Lego Maniac and everything. In
Right.
2016, they had a set, and the set had a coin-operated rocket, just like what's in this set, the Rocket Ride set. And people are claiming that the design of the contest winner, which is now a Lego set a year later after the contest, stole from this design, which I don't agree. I think it's the same idea, but it's such an obscure
Yeah.
set it's not built the same. It's not. I think the one that we got is much better, and it's just, I think, a coincidence more than anything. It's almost like the controversy of when that guy said that Lego stole his idea from Lego Ideas of the firehouse.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's so many things like this where it's like, yeah, they could have been inspired by it, but like, ultimately the build is completely a different color. It obviously, like, it might use a very similar mechanism,
yeah.
but like,
I don't even think the mechanism is similar at all.
what are you supposed to do? There's only so many different ways you can do that. Like, I don't know. I don't see it as too similar. Yeah. But I mean,
but I see a lot of people complaining about that recently. Like, this article came back up. It is from February 2018, so it's from more than a year ago. But just a little interesting controversy.
Dang, yeah.
Yeah, because that's when the contest. Back. Yeah, I know. I didn't even know about this, but that's when the contest ended. That's how long it took. It took a year for this set to come out.
I was gonna say, how did I miss this for M&R News in March? But
I can kind of see it. I would love to see the mechanics inside of both of these, just to see how similar that is, because I feel like that's the key point to this is how does it function, as opposed to I built like a ride-on toy ride or whatever.
Right.
But
yeah.
Like you said, Ryan, it's like, hey, I built a Lego house, and then Lego went and made a Lego Creator house. They stole my idea. It's like, at what point is it? Are they stealing your idea, or versus just making something?
Yeah, you know? It's, you can't win on that either, I guess.
No.
But now to our marquee topic of the night. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen.
This is our marquee topic. We're running out of time.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, BFAB is our marquee topic, but this is our other marquee topic. This is important. The Lego... Okay, this is my hot take. The Lego Ambassador Network is literally pointless now. Question mark. You can quote me on that.
Yeah, that's the title.
Go on.
So, wait, shoot, I forgot to do this. Okay, so you're going to need to pull up Beyond the Bricks YouTube channel for this. So, the Lego Ambassador Network. I'm not part of the Lego Ambassador Network, so let me say that first. Justin is, Greg is not, BFAB is not. So Justin's the only one here that is. Justin, can you give
Greg, didn't you message Kim about it recently?
Oh, yeah. I haven't. No, I probably should.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay.
I feel like it'd be a good fit. Call me Lego.
I'm telling you, you gotta just message him. I think he'll just add you right away, because I think they're accepting new people right now.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
Right away. Shoot. If I message him and send him $20, will he let me in?
I think honestly, if the next application process, they'll probably let you in.
Yeah, if I don't do another Brickbuster, we'll see. I might try again. But still, the real flip side of, well, I mean, the thing is, can I talk about like leaked stuff, like rumors and stuff, right? Like that's.
I think you could I mean, I don't know. You could.
I think I'll just get
in.
Like
I discussed them on Bricks and Bits, but like,
yeah,
I tried to avoid making videos on it.
I think I'll super cool news. No, I agree. I think I'll reapply, and if I get in, that's great. And if and I'm still gonna make exactly the same content I would otherwise. And if they disagree with that, and I don't want to join the LAN and have the LAN alter what I do, right? Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, then I'll be like, all right, hey, this isn't a fit. That's all right. Like, I'm out, I guess. But
I think for me, I think I'm too safe, because Brickset reports all these leaked names and everything, right, and they're a higher tier on LAN than I am.
Yeah,
they're like highest tier ever. I'm just at the lowest tier at the moment. And
I'm just a measly insect at the bottom of the food chain.
I went in the tier where they send you free Lego sets.
That's my tier. So
that's
the moment you join,
yeah,
you'll get free sets, bro. But yeah, it's good. It's good. They send you press releases and everything. It's really helpful for growing your channel, I think.
So yeah, maybe I'll reapply to that. Maybe I'll do that tonight or something after I'm done building Legos. But the Lego Ambassador Network is literally useless, maybe. Unless I'm in it, then it won't be useless, right? No, but this is a legitimate gripe I have.
I think you and Clark should both apply and see who they accept.
It's going to be Clark.
They're like, we have one spot, Ryan or Clark. We have to go with Clark.
We'll shoot for it, Clark. Meet me on the court. All right, so go on Beyond the Brick. We look at Beyond the Brick, right? A wholesome YouTube channel with plenty of Lego videos about other people's mocks that they film at various Lego conventions. Beyond the Brick does not typically do Lego set reviews. That's not their thing. They sparsely cover news, I would say, and their main thing is just going around and filming other people's mocks and talking about them, right? Like, that's what they do. So yeah, an interview, sure. Which yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So that's what they do, right? So recently, Lego, obviously, they're in the Lego Ambassador Network. So Lego's going to send them stuff to review early or whatever, which is fine, right? They're sending them to Beyond the Brick. Now, if you think Beyond the Brick, the people in Beyond the Brick that you would consider Beyond the Brick would be Joshua Hanlon and his brother, whose name I don't know. But what Beyond the Brick does is they, delegate their work. Just send it out to other people, because why would Beyond the Brick want to do any work, right? So when you get something from the LAN, you're not supposed to share it, right? Justin doesn't set... Like, if Justin gets a new Star Wars set, like the Tantive 4, great example. He didn't just send me pictures of the Tantive 4.
I did not get the Tantive 4.
Well, you didn't get it, but I'm saying, like, when you got the pictures of it on the LAN, you didn't just send them to me. Like, that's not a thing that happens. So what Beyond the Brick is doing is they get the set early, and they send it to someone else who's not in Beyond the Brick. Although I guess anyone can be in Beyond the Brick. Like, if I just join... This is so discombobulated. I should have written all this down. But essentially, like, the Lunar Lander review and the Lunar Lander images were both delegated to people not in Beyond the Brick. This is, from what I know of, not like, Justin, like, is this within the rules of the LAN?
Okay. This is, first off, Beyond the Brick, they're great. I like them a lot. They're my friends. This is a little weird, though, because what they did was they delegated the work of the Lunar Lander reveal to Vision Bricks, who, as far as I know, is not a part of...
Oh, wait, let's make this clear.
Beyond the Brick.
This is not... We're not mad at Vision Bricks, Mike, or the Brick was here. We're just mad at Beyond the Brick. Or at least I am.
Okay, you're mad at Beyond. I'm not mad at Beyond. I need
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me not pull you into that. Exactly. This is my gripe that I brought up today that I noticed.
He's mad at Beyond the Brick. I'm just a little bit confused, and if this is a thing we can do, hey, this would help me out, because then if I have to go on a trip, I could pay Ryan or I could pay Ashton to do a press release for me or something like that.
Or apparently I can just come over and look at stuff earlier. You can just send me pictures a week in advance. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, then what's the point of the LAN? I don't have to be in the LAN to be in the LAN.
Well, okay.
Right?
I have a lot more to that, but I'm just trying to solve this first. So I'm confused. Ryan brought this up to me. I didn't think you could share it like that and have somebody else do your work. And if it is that you can do that, I understand that. That would make sense. But the LAN is very secretive and all this stuff. This is why they have tiers and everything like that. So I think we need more clear, like, I guess, explanation of this. So I hope Kim T discusses this, because I asked, hey, can we delegate our work to other people after this happened? Also, another thing is that there's more to the LAN than just getting the press releases and receiving the sets. It's also a great way to just know what's going on and discuss it with other, I guess, people who recognize Lego fan media.
I think that's I mean, more so than like the free Lego, because I know everything pretty much, like, other than like when the press release comes out, right? But like I would love to be able to discuss with everyone in there, like, any issues. That would be so, yeah, like, I could just see myself sinking hours into that.
I know you would. Yeah, you would be way more active than I am, which is why I really want you to be on there, because you have a lot of concerns about the community. I think that's another great thing about the LAN. But so I don't think this ruins the LAN completely and everything like you're saying. But
completely undermines the integrity of the Lego Ambassador Network. Quote me on that.
It's a weird situation, and I hope that I get a response from Kim and to hear if we can do this, because I was under the impression we cannot do this, but Beyond the Brick,
it's a bit of a security problem, right?
It does.
You send that to him, and he accidentally posts it to his channel or does a photo, or you see it in the background of one of his videos. That's the way it's a problem. But in terms of having one of your friends build it or do the video, like, I don't know if that's necessarily a problem, is it? Like, what if me and Ryan lived next door to each other and I was in the LAN, he wasn't? He came over and we built a Star Wars set together, or he built it and I was sitting here. Like, in person, it doesn't seem as bad, but I guess it's when they're in a different location and they do everything from it. Is that what the issue is?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think. I think if I'm in the LAN, I'm in the LAN, right? Ryan is in the LAN, not Ryan and whoever else he feels like this week is in the LAN.
But are these people employees of Beyond the Brick?
Vision Brick certainly isn't. The Brick. Okay, so we didn't talk about this yet, but the Brick Wiz is being given early copies of all the Harry Potter sets from Beyond the Brick
Ryan.
directly. No, I said I could share this. I was told I
Okay,
could
you
share
said
this.
you could share this. Okay.
I called him. I talked to him. I told him,
You
Matt,
said you could share this?
this
Okay.
is not an
So-
issue with you. This is an issue. Yeah, I talked to him.
Okay. That actually makes sense. Yeah, okay.
He's getting all, and again, I don't blame Matt. I don't blame Mike. I don't blame Vision Bricks. You get exposure from this. You get free sets early. Like I don't blame them at all for saying yes to this, but I blame Beyond the Brick for actually doing this because I think it's ridiculous. Like if Lego is if Lego sends me a set, I shouldn't just the better example. Lego sends Justin a set. I don't think it's right of Justin to give me that set to make the video of for Justin. It's Justin.
That's
right?
the point right there. Absolutely. I agree 100% with this because when the LAN invests in someone like Justin, for example, they're like, Justin, we want you to represent us in this set.
Mhm.
Right? Now, if Justin finds some buddy of his that's just some random dude that he gives the set to and he's like, hey, make a video on that and I'll upload it to my channel. That's not what Lego signed up for.
That is true. Also, I have to make one clarification. I don't think this fixes the situation though.
Right.
I believe and I'm pretty sure when I signed up, they asked who else is part of your community, who else is part, and at the time I just put myself.
Right.
So I think if Beyond the Brick updated it and they had approval, because if you want to update information, they have a form. Yeah, they have a whole form thing that has to be approved and everything for any information you want to update on the LAN. So if they got approved for that, then maybe that could have been what happened, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
I can understand that then too.
Justin, you may as well add us all in, and then we can be in the LAN without
That's
having
it.
to go through that. Like it's just like that to me is just garbage, though. I completely disagree with that. And the other thing is like then you have Mike on his channel, and he gets to have the set early on his channel, and he's got a video with it. Like I just think that's
Mike
garbage.
on his separate channel?
On his channel, he's got it in the thumbnail. He's holding the damn set. Like
Really? So it's on,
Andy's holding it in the
Beyond the
video.
Brick.
So
that is pretty
no,
bad.
this is
honestly.
not right. This is not the point. Joshua Hanlon is in the LAN, not Mike, Matt, and Vision Bricks. I'm sorry.
What is Mike's YouTube channel?
Cool dude. Shoot. The Cool Factor. BFAB
this
thoughts?
is a very
It's a really tough situation because I can see both sides of it.
No, I mean it makes sense for Beyond the Brick to want to delegate their work. Like I understand you're lazy, you don't want to do your own work. That's great, but that's wrong. I just don't agree with that. And maybe one day I'll get to that point and my mind will change and I'll be like, oh yeah, it is easy to just make someone else do my videos for me. But then they're not my videos. Like I don't know. That's the YouTube thing is different.
Don't think of your channel as this is Ryan's channel. If you think of it maybe like they do at 500,000 subscribers, like this is a business and we're in the business of making videos, whether they're ours or whoever's. I could kind of see it, and you have all these people that contribute, like freelance journalists or whatever.
Right.
I could see it, right? Like, but I mean, when you have a very personal YouTube channel, it's hard to picture that. But when you think of YouTube as a business, which is I'm sure what they're doing. Yeah.
I mean, they go on, like if you look at their channels, it's our other channels. Like their other channels are Beyond the Brick 2, Destinations of History, and Joshua Hanlon. Nowhere on there is Vision Bricks, The Brick Wiz, or The Cool Factor. So that's not part of them. If they're like, at what point can you just decide anybody's an ambassador? Like I don't know. I'm sure I sound ridiculous at some points, but I just feel like this is not the right way to do this.
I totally understand your perspective.
understand where you're coming from.
I
understand where you're coming from, and Greg has made some great points too.
Yep,
and
I
I just wanted to be cleared up. I mean, I sent Kim T a message saying, "Is this something we could do?" Because if he says this is something we could do, and I was just not aware of it, then hey, it'll help me out in the future.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
if it's not against their rules, it's not against their rules, and I'm just having a gripe to have a gripe, I guess. But as far as I'm aware, this is not.
You're having a gripe because you think it's against the
because it's against
like,
the
it's
rule.
not,
And so why isn't Justin just sending me every set after he's done with it a week early? You know what I mean? Like that's my point. Is like Justin can just send me all the pictures, or Danny, or whoever I taught. Like any of my friends in the LAN can just send me stuff now. Apparently, as long as I am part of their group.
Yeah,
you know,
I see exactly. It is. Yeah, no, I
it's
understand.
way too blurry. If you, Yeah, it's just too blurry. It just blurs the lines too much. Like, Beyond the Brick is Joshua Hanlon and his brother. That is Beyond the Brick. Those are the guys that signed up to be in the LAN, I would bet. I just don't understand how you can just add people willy-nilly. That's the crux.
No, but think of it like we're talking about, like a business. Maybe Joshua is the CEO of Beyond the Brick, and he's got all these people that are subcontracted under him that also work at Beyond the Brick. Like, do they? I don't really follow the channel, but do they film all their videos, or is it just like a conglomeration of various videos that go up on their channel?
Well, real talk. If this is
I don't
true,
watch
you know,
them to know.
I could go like, hey, maybe I'll start sending Ash and Flash stuff because he is an employee of me. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. You do pay him to do the CMF drafts.
Yeah, so there you go.
I can be an intern. You don't have to pay me.
I'll pay you in the sets you will receive from.
I don't even want to keep them. You just send them like I don't know. Like,
you take this
so
to the next
stupid.
level and just go to Fiverr and pay someone $5 to build a Lego set and review it for you on your channel.
Yep.
Oh my god! You just gave me a great video idea.
Wouldn't
Like,
that be
holy
great?
crap! That's actually that would be a hilarious like.
Lego Fiverr videos.
What a perspective you would get on that.
Yeah, someone that's never done anything Lego, just be like, hey, I need you to build this set and tell me what you think of it, and I'm gonna upload it to my channel.
Yeah, that could actually be a fascinating insight.
If this becomes a big
Ryan
thing,
just made
remember
his
where-
new. That's it.
If you get it from the perspective of someone who's, I don't know, in Africa, like,
Yeah.
that typically wouldn't have, like, that could be very interesting.
I feel like that would not go right, Ryan, for some reason. I just have that, the feeling that wouldn't go right.
I don't know, but we'll see.
Pretty funny though.
Ryan's gonna do it.
It's a good idea.
But hey, that's what this whole thing's about. It's about discussing topics and questioning whether things will work, whether they don't work, whether they're right, whether they're not right, and it creates good conversation.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be conversing about this in the comments.
I'm curious to see what people think about this, and more importantly, what the LAN has to say about this, or Kim, or whoever decides to actually say something about it.
Hey,
But
Ryan, I would say email Kim your frustrations I think because he listens to you. Because you remember he commented on.
he did comment on the podcast
stuff
for
like that. So definitely email him or something if you're really frustrated.
Yeah, I just think it's garbage.
The sad thing is, like, you bringing up this frustration is like the reason that they probably will never let you in the land.
Exactly.
They don't want a guy that's going to cause trouble.
I know. It feels bad. It's all right.
But you don't
I
want
feel
to be
like
filtered
Lego
either.
should be able to take feedback though.
No, they do. No, they certainly
I
do.
think,
I got a very
honestly,
nice
yeah.
email from a guy after my whole Lego store video. They understand. I think
I think
Everyone's
with a lot of companies. I think because there's many companies I've worked with who have cut me off when I'm negative about their product and stuff like that. But I've been negative about
Gonna name
certain
names?
products I received from Lego. What is that one? One Up Box. You ever heard of One Up Box? It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
crappy subscription product. They told me that they would give me them for free and I would review them, and if I got any subscribers from it, they would pay me money. And I would just trash their product because it sucked. And so I did it for the 3 months, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't continue this partnership."
Man.
But like,
Videos were the best.
yeah, they were. I really loved it, but unfortunately they stopped supplying them to me, so I couldn't do it. But like Lego, I've been critical about, even like the Apollo 11 set. I was just critical about it, and I'm sure they'll be okay with that. Who knows? Maybe I'll be cut from the land.
Yeah.
I was just frustrated about the minifigure faces. It was annoying to me.
Yeah, I'm sure that you were probably on point with the whole licensing thing, though. That's probably why they aren't faces.
Yeah.
But we should move on from LAN talk. I gotta get in the LAN. I would love to be in the LAN right now. Just,
Dude, I'm telling you, email
Pull-
Kim, explain your frustration, then be like, hey, application's open, same email, bam, you'll get responses.
yeah, we'll see. So BFAB, you are a hardened criminal. We saved this for the end of the show, so not as many people hear it. BFAB, you're a hardened criminal. Is that wrong to say? Probably.
Past criminal.
He's
Back in the
reformed.
day.
You're an ex-con.
We'll go with that.
Not really. BFAB just used to steal a little Lego on the side, and now we just give him crap for it because it's funny. He's no longer a criminal, though. He's now a nice stand-up guy in the Lego community. Just to be clear.
You hope so. You hope so.
You hope
Yeah.
so. I don't
He
know.
did his
Maybe
time.
maybe he just doesn't share the news stories.
No.
But BFAB, how do we even approach this? You used to steal Lego sets and stuff.
Did, yeah.
How did
It was
that come
great. No, I'm
about?
kidding.
How did you start? What was like the first, sniff of success on that?
The first the first time I ever stole, I found a Ninjago spinner instruction booklet at Walmart, and I'm like, nobody's gonna care about this. So I put it in my pocket, door, and I'm like, well, there's no nothing, no alarm went off, so I'm safe. So I'm like, this is great. I felt like I just pulled off the biggest heist out there. And then I say a week later, I went to the Lego store, and there was one of the little planet sets, and there was two parts of it. And one part of the planet was on one shelf, the other was on the other shelf, and then the pieces that were in a plastic bag were somewhere else. So I'm like, well, this is already open. It's not like they can sell it. So I gave my little brother half the planet, and I took the other half, and then the pieces, and then we just ran out the store. And that's kind of how we started. And then we just kept going and taking more and more and more, and we were balling. We were pretty good at this. We went to this Walmart. It was in an upper class area, and we had stole a few sets, and we got away with it. But little did we know, the security guard had seen us the week before, and he chased us out the store. Or at least he went after us, right? And we had already got down the street, but we didn't know he was following us. Later, we came back. We stole a few sets. We're balling. We got 4 or 5 sets, and then we went to go and we get the last set. It was the Joker aerial assault or something. And my little brother,
steal that? How do you something that big? Sorry to interrupt.
You rip it open. You wear little really baggy jackets, and you just put it in your shirt and you run.
You put all the bags in there.
Yeah, that's how we do. We just rip the box, take the bags, shove it down our shirts, and then run.
Oh my gosh! I hope kids aren't writing notes. Don't do this, kid. Right, keep going.
But it's so we do that, and my little brother, he was opening up the Joker aerial assault, and I guess the guy was a secret shopper or whatever, and he saw him doing it. So he saw him take the bags, and he handed me some, and we just started running through the garden center at Walmart, and because it's different, it's a different door, and you could go outside from those doors. And this guy says stop or I'll shoot. I can't remember what he said. I made a video on it. I think he said stop or else you'll regret it. And I knew my little brother was really slow. He's gonna hate that I said that. And so I knew I could. Sorry.
He won't hear this.
Awesome. So yeah, he probably can hear me.
In your house. I was like, he's gonna listen to this podcast.
Yeah. He probably can hear me. He's probably gonna call me later, and be like, "Why were you talking about me?"
Right.
But I knew he was slow, and I'm like, I could easily run and get away with this, and run across the street, go over to the store that my mother was grocery shopping at, and get away with it. But I'm like, my little brother's slow, so I'm like, I'll just stay here. And the guy's screaming at us and threatening us, and I was running my mouth, and for me, I'm I came up with the dumbest excuse. I'm like, well, we lost $100 at Walmart before, so we can steal because you guys didn't give us back our money. That was my excuse.
An eye for an eye, Walmart.
I thought that would work, but that just made the guy angry, and he's screaming at us, and I was actually crying. But kept running my mouth. The guy called the police, and he arrested me. I got arrested.
Of course.
I got, at the police station. They took my fingerprints.
What is it like to be arrested?
I am so used to it now.
Oh my gosh. Fab.
Let's see. Okay, I think I've been arrested, or at least in the back of a police car, at least 15 times.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Fab.
I've been in juvie 7 times.
When was the last time this happened?
17, I think I was 17, so 3 years ago.
Okay, so it's been...
Now you're a good kid.
It's been a while.
I've changed. But so I think I kind of got used to it. I'm not even lying. You'd see the cops and be like, "Oh, I better run and hide now." But it's you kind of get accustomed.
Oh, hey Dan,
to it.
I'm back again. Regular, I'll take.
They knew me by name.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, "Oh, Payton kid again. He's causing trouble or whatever." So it's okay, this is great. But the first time, was this the first time or was this the second time I got arrested? I think this was the first time I got arrested. But I'm chained to this bench, and then they're taking my photos or whatever, and then they're fingerprinting me, and I'm I remember I was complaining. I was angry at the police because I was hungry. I'm like, can you guys get me something to eat or something? Go to Trader Joe's and pick me up something. Because I didn't mention this in the video, but I was so hungry during the time. Guys, I'm hungry, and they're it's not a hotel or something. I forgot. I think that's exactly what they said. like a restaurant. What am I saying? Like, this is not a restaurant. I'm like, okay. There for like a couple hours because my mother didn't want to pick me up. She was pissed off because my dad had said, like, these kids are clearly stealing. We don't buy them all these Lego sets. They're clearly stealing. And my mother's like, no, they would never steal. They're perfect kids. And so when she found out we were stealing,
that sucks.
she was angry. She was like crying. She was pissed off. So she didn't pick me up.
She trusted you guys.
And I mean, the thing is, like, yeah. I was about to say, like, she shouldn't have. But, like, my dad clearly was telling her, like, hey, these kids are stealing. And we were stealing, you know, after the police, you know, went over to Trader Joe's and got her and be like, hey, we just arrested your, you know, kid or whatever for stealing. She wouldn't pick me up from the police station. And so she got my little brother from, like, the Walmart security room. And my dad had to come get me, and like he got me like 5 hours later, and I was so angry. And I'm like, why did it take so long for you to get me? And you know, he's like, dude, you stole. Don't be like this. And I was just getting like screamed at for the rest of the day. And I had some like community service stuff, and that was great. So yeah, kind of story about how I was stealing and stuff. And yeah.
And you learned your lesson.
Don't steal anymore, guys. So you're safe.
Don't steal, everybody. Come on now.
If any of your box go messing at any conventions, it wasn't me. I swear. It's funny because I ended up hanging out with Eric's World, like last time when I hung out with you, Just Too Good, and Ryan. And like when I was in his house, I'm like, he's gonna think I'm gonna steal everything. So like I made it a point, like, Eric, I swear I'm not gonna steal anything. Like I'm wearing really, really tight, skinny jeans. If I steal something, you will notice it. So
Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Yeah,
that's great.
It was great. Yeah.
There you go.
Any future plans to steal anything?
Oh my God.
I mean, Ryan, here's the thing. I mean, we'll have to see. I'll make a part 2.
What's the next big heist? We gotta know.
How I got the Millennium Falcon for free. Not clickbait.
Yeah. All right, we'll save the Lego Store calendar paperless conspiracy for next week.
Oh, there's a conspiracy with it?
Yeah, it's a little just the reason.
All right, you gotta say it. What is it?
Oh, I think they're just trying to stop. I think they're gonna put more stuff back on the calendars, and I think
that's easy to say.
I think the idea was that, one, it's for the environment, and two, they want to be able to control when and what is getting out, because the paper calendars were just leaking way too early sometimes, and that was a problem. So I would say they're trying to curve that. It's a win-win. It's my big guess. Although
that totally makes sense.
I really think I think the Brick fan wrote that this is going to stop or lower the amount of in-store attendance for like events, and I think that could be an issue. Like people aren't going to know what events are, because they're not going to actually get the calendar when they go to the store to find out. Like, it's just going to be online. Unless my solution to this is have a giant calendar on the wall. Like, have a spot where there's a giant calendar on the wall. And so you have that there and it's updated every month. I think that'd be pretty dope. But that's my idea for the Lego stores. Hit me up, Lego's brand retail people. That's my idea. You can take it. It's free. Giant calendar on a wall. What a concept. So, any final words from anybody? Any final topics that anyone needs to cover?
I think we covered a lot of ground here, from stealing Lego.
You cut out.
I said we covered a lot of ground here, I think. Oh, am I dead?
Yeah, you keep cutting out for me. I don't know if anyone else is.
All right, I have nothing else to say.
Greg, anything?
We're good.
All right. We're all good. BFAB, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on the YouTube channel Brother from Another Brick. So if you want really cringy content, go subscribe.
And timely news, because the guy never sleeps.
Don't. It sucks.
Do you have insomnia? Is this true? I've heard rumors now.
I just stay up all the time. I just don't have a life. So, like, you know, I think that's the main reason.
That's how you become a big YouTuber. Just don't have a life. There you go. All right. I have a lot of Lego sets to build, so I'll see you guys in a week when I'm hopefully done. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Also, check out BFAB, links below. Bye.
Bye.